Hello and welcome back to another final table commentary. Today we got a 320 turbo from Scoop 2025. We got Contra Sperm on the final table, Teenage Turtle, Yaugi Poker, Kazan, Pippon, Darwin, Suspicious Cat, The Kitty is Back, Kurt WSOP, and Danny C. Kazan with the ace 5-0, gonna rip that in for about 8 blinds most likely. That they do, and they'll get this one through pre. We got about 19k for the victory, so that's a pretty nice score for a 320 entry. Thank you to KalipokerTV Poker Replays for the replay. If at any point in time you find yourself not caring for the commentary, there will be a link in the description down below to the video and KalipokerTV Poker Replays, so you can go check out some action in peace and silence. Ace 10 suited for Teenage Turtle. Looks like a raise and take it down pre. Get it through. Blinds go up. We got a bunch of shorties here. Yaugi Poker, 4 blinds. Kurt WSOP, 6-6 in the big with about 6 bigs. We got Danny C off 6. Ace 5 suited for Kazone. Pippin with an ace from the cutoff. Contra Sperm with the big stack, 40 bigs. Other than that, we got a bunch of shorties, 21 blinds for Teenage in second place. Darwin in third with just under 20. Pippin in fourth with 19 blinds. Suspicious Cat in fifth. 6-6 is going to get it in versus Ace 5. Good start. Any 3 or ace dealer. No, not here, not today. 14 blinds will slide over to Kurt. Kazan down to 2 blinds. That's no good for them. Not much doing here. Darwin with an ace from the cutoff. Might raise it up here. We could just jam it in. We are playing about 13 blinds effective, 14 effective with Kurt. Darwin rips, takes it down pre. Yaugi with 4 blinds and an ace will let that go. Kazan with 2. Ace 9-0 will rip and get called by Queen 5 in the big. 5 on the flop, but there's also a 9. We're looking for a jack, a queen, or a 5. We do find the jack on the river. Contra Sperm knocks out Kazan. Just like that, we're down to 8 players. Danny with an ace that's suited and booted. Contra with a suited ace. Danny's going to get this in pre. I bet you Contra plays call at least. Teenage Turtle gets out of the way. Ace 4 versus Ace 8, and we both flop 2 pairs. Danny very likely to get the full double here. Thinking, do I ever check back the flop with top 2? There's a flush draw out there, obviously. 1.5 blinds behind. We're going to get them in on the turn. No 4. Danny does hold on up there. 11 blinds slide their way. King 9 for Darwin. Hopefully lets that go. Queen for Teenage Turtle in the small. Yaugi with 9-10 in the big might find a call. Contra opens it up. If Teenage Turtle 3-bets, does Yaugi ever fold? What a gross spot for 9-10 suited. There's the 3-bet. 10-9 does hit the muck. 6-3 as well. Ace Queen for Teenage Turtle. Another strong holding. Suspicious Cat with 9 blinds and an ace. Thinks about it for a second. Finds the fold. King 8 for Contra. They open it up. Suited. Ready to see a flop here, dealer. Not gonna happen. All in play by Teenage Turtle. We'll take it down pre. That's another important pot for Teenage Turtle to take down. They'll be up to 28 blinds now. Contra in first off 34. King 8 suited again. Gonna open into Darwin's big. Ace 3 in the small. 8-7 suited for Teenage Turtle. Pippin will get the opportunity to play if they want to. They play call. Ace 9 for Darwin in the bag. Can't love that small blind call, let me tell you. Darwin finds a call, flops 3 of a kind. Contra with the backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Pippin with the backdoor flush draw. And a backdoor straight draw in there too with the wheel. Contra bets 1.4, very small. Pippin probably going to reluctantly fold. Chips are important right now. Darwin will call, we'll see a turn. Hopefully a juicy 6 or 7 of clubs. 5 of diamonds locks up the board. So the complete opposite of juicy. But Contra could still try to put some pressure on Darwin here. Not gonna happen. 7 on the river though. Double paired board. Hard to bluff your opponent. King 8 of clubs might find it. Darwin with the toppest of boats. I don't know why I thought he was just gonna check it over, but he leads out 1.5 blind, super small. And King 8 hits the muck. King 9 suited, Teenage Turtle. Teenage Turtle. They open it up to 2.3. Suspicious Cat with Queen in the big blind will rip it in. And Teenage Turtle probably has to fold. But we still do have this 3-way battle brewing up top. Suspicious Cat gets the jam through pre. Blinds go up. Contra Sperm in first place with 26 blinds. Darwin in second with 23. Teenage Turtle with King Queen suited, 22 blinds. Yaugi with Jack 10, 1.5 blinds. Can't blame him if you stick it in here. They find the fold. Suspicious Cat with Ace Queen suited. I'll rip it in. Hopefully for Teenage Turtle's sake they find the fold. 10.5 blinds is the size from the small. King Queen suited calls, looking for some spades as there's an ace on the flop. 7 of hearts on the turn will dead him. 23 blinds now for Suspicious Cat. Just behind Darwin by 0.1 blinds. Ace for Danny in the big. Kurt is in trouble. Or is it Suspicious Cat who's in trouble? Somebody's in trouble. Yaugi gets in the King 3 suited. Ace 6 will call for Suspicious Cat. Ace again in the big for Danny C. Go in nowhere. A call would be so cool. They rip it in and take it down, or get Suspicious Cat out of there. A king or a 3 or a 4 dealer. Jack on the river, that's none of that. Aces hold up. We're down to, what, 7 now? Yeah, if 2 players leave, we're down to 7. Jack 10 suited, Kurt from the button could rip. Probably gets it through if they use the 9 blind size. If they min raise, we're probably seeing a flop here. They rip. Contra Sperm. They find the fold. Ace 8 for Kurt. They go for the min raise sizing this time. Teenage Turtle on the big with Jack 2 of hearts. I like to see flops, but I don't know if you want to in this situation. Jack 8-5, we do get there. We find the flop. We find flop. What the fuck? We find top pair. 6 on the turn. Kurt with middle pair, second pair now. Best kicker, Teenage Turtle. Sees a lot of draws out there. Bets real small, 1.3. Gonna be hard for Kurt to fold in the turn, anywho. Looking for an ace or an 8. 6 of spades on the river. So the flush draw gets there. Kurt with the ace of spades themselves. Teenage Turtle bets a blind. That's gonna get called. Nicely done. Scoop a 10 blind pot with top pair. Nicely done. 16 blinds. Teenage Turtle trying to make it a 4-way game. And Danny's not too far behind Pippin with 11 blinds also in the game still. Kurt with 6 is a double up away from being in the game. Jack 8. Contra Spur. Gonna find the fold. Nine 4 for Pippin. Looks like a walk for Darwin. You would do believe so, yes. Jack 7 suited. Contra Sperm. The most playable holding. They do find the open here, still being in first place position. And the raise should get through pre. Pippin with 10 blinds. Gonna find the fold with the 3-2. Ace King. Contra's right back in there. Suspicious Cat in the small with Ace 10 suited. 6-6 for Kurt in the big. 5-4 suited for Darwin on the button. Not going to play that. Ace 10 suited. Don't rip it in. They do play call. Kurt might get this in, yo. Try to isolate the pot against one of these players. Now Kurt calls 10-4-3 flop. All suspicious cat. Top pair. Nut flush draw. Backdoor wheel draw. Conscious sperm spur with the backdoor Broadway. 2 over cards. One of them's dirty. They had the backdoor wheel draw, and they pick up the Broadway draw on the turn here. 6-6. An afterthought for Kurt. They're not going to do nothing here. 4 blind bet by Contra. Suspicious cat will find the call. Being suspicious and all. Deuce on the river is a complete brick. Stack to pot ratio is pretty well 1-to-1. River goes check, check, and 15 blinds slide over to the cat. Puts him in first place as blinds go up 25 blinds for him. Kurt's life might be on the line. If I'm suspicious cat, I rip it in. I would understand a min raise, but I personally would just rip it in. Ace 10 suited, looking to induce. Ace 4 for Kurt in this small. We'll get this in, I do believe, with 4 blinds. This would be a beautiful little fold. Preserve 3. Move along with your life, most importantly. Hard to get away from the ace pre-flop here in this situation. Ace 4 does stick it in. Ace 10 quickly calls, flops 3 of a kind, and just like that, Kurt is dead. 9 blinds slide over to the cat. They're up to 30. We're down to 6 players. Jack 9-0 for the cat from the small. That's not the small blind, that's the cutoff. What the hell? Contra spam spur in the small. Queen 8-0, gonna let that go. And the raise will get through pre. Ace Jack for spam spur. Playing about 12 blinds deep. They could rip it in, but this one looks more like an inducing spot. They go for the min raise and take it down pre. Ace Jack suited, super strong holding there. Ace Queen for Danny. Ace 9 for spam spur. King 4-0, the cat with the big stack will open it up. Ace Queen will rip it in and get it through pre. That was a wide open there by the cat. Got punished immediately. Ace 6 for Darwin, 20 blinds. A little bit less. Ace 6, gonna limp it in. Or rip it in and take it down pre. Ace 10 for Darwin, Ace 10 for the cat. 2 big stacks might go to war here. Danny in the big with 9-7 suited. Does a small blind 3-bet get through pre? As if the cat just rips it in. Does Darwin fold? Personally, I love a call, but it's a big spot. We do get a 3-bet, but it's small, 4.8 blinds. Ace 10 suited. Does it like a 4-bet or just a call? Just a call. 9-5-3 flop. 1 club out there for the cat. No diamonds for Darwin. Cat bet small. And Darwin does let go of the same holding. What a damn shame. Nice play by the cat though, as they pick up 5-4 suited. They will open rip, that is. Danny with 6-6. Open rip for 20 blinds. Danny playing about 11.5. Almost 12 blinds. Gonna get this in pre, I do believe, with 6-6. Alright. Do I say that just because I see 5-4 suited? Danny does let it go, and contra spam spur with queen 8, not going to call for 20 blinds. And jam gets through pre. Nice play by the cat. Not much doing here. Teenage turtle with an ace in the big. Might just get a walk here. Worst hand in poker, 7 do so. Contra does let it go. Blinds go up. Darwin with king 10 suited and 12 blinds. I like a jam. They go for the min raise. That works too. The cat with jack 10-0. Darwin says min raise off 12. Under the gun, 6-handed. Contra with an suited ace on the button will let that go, and the raise gets through pre. Ace queen for the cat, 8-8 for Danny. The cat might rip it in here, playing about 15 blinds deep. They elect to go for the min raise. Danny with about 9 blinds. They go in the tank here. Eats at the muck. We avoid the flip there. Jack 10 suited for Danny. Gonna find the fold here, obviously. Ace 2 for Pippin. Ace 3 for the cat. Pippin rips. 3.5 blinds. Cat gets it in. Pretty well. Gonna chop this up most of the time. Looking for a 3 or a 2, and we do find one. The cat finds a 3 on the turn. The pair will dead Pippin, and Pippin is gone in 6th place. Gets about 4K for their efforts. Got about 54 grand, or 5,400, sorry. $5,400 locked up. Not 54 grand. King queen for the cat will rip it in for about 14 effective with contra. Jam will get through pre. Nice job by the cat to just pick up all the chips. Queen jack O, gonna rip this in. Ace queen for Danny will get it into 6 blinds, making it about a 13 blind pot. 14, maybe 15. Pretty important in this situation. Darwin is okay with just a 10 or a jack. Not gonna find it here. Ace queen does hold up. The 10 couldn't be a diamond. But Darwin sitting there with 12 blinds. Contra with 12. Danny with 15, now in 2nd place. Teenage turtle in last with about 10. And the cat in 1st place, 31 blinds. Contra goes for the min raise with king 7 suited. Darwin with queen 5-0. Gonna let that go. 10-8 suited in the small. Might rip it in here for 10 blinds. The cat with an ace in the big. It's the worst ace. Ace 2-0. Does Darwin have any fold equity, or does the ace just call? It is pretty well a flip here. It's more of a flip than, say, like what, ace king versus jacks. Ace on the turn. Does that 10 on the flop don't matter. Suspicious cat will win a big pot. Darwin is gone in 5th place. The cat up to 43 blinds. 4-2 suited. Do we just rip it in here? Yes, we do. You'll have to see it. And an ace hits the muck. And a queen hits the muck. The cat gets it through. 6-4 suited. Cat's right back in there, jamming away and getting another one through here. No action for the low connected suitedness. Ace deuce for contra. 4-4 for teenage turtle. We get a min raise from the button. Teenage turtle will yoink it in, I do suppose. No, we let it go. That's bad news. Cat in the big with 5-3-0. Finds the call. Ace 3-2 flop. Backdoor straight flush. Draw, that is, for the cat. Contra spam spur with the top and bottom pair. They bet 1.3. Cat does have an immediate straight draw to the 4. Sees a small bet. They got a big stack. They check raise to 2.8. Contra spam spur rips it on in. Likely just takes it down pre. Or on the flop. What the hell is wrong with me? Queen Jack. This is gonna get it in. 7 blinds, rips it in. Teenage Turtle takes it down. Blinds go up. Teenage Turtle right back down to 7. Queen 7 for the cat. Cat will rip it in, and Contra with an ace in the big blind, playing about 13, 14 blinds effective. They let it go. Ace deuce for the cat. Might rip this one in too. That they do. And they might get it on through. That they do as well. 3-3 for Danny. Gonna find the fold. King queen for Contra. Rips it in for 13 blinds and takes it down. King 9 for the turtle. 5 blinds. Does rip it in. Good stuff. And we'll take it on down. Almost tied up with Danny there for the turtle. The cat with 10-7 suited rips, and ace deuce hits the muck. That it does. King 2 suited. Nope. Ace 7. Oh, Danny will rip. Teenage Turtle calls. Danny rips. If Danny somehow folds, Contra will rip. Danny gets it in. Ace 7-0. 7.5 blinds. Get called by the ace jack. We're looking for the backdoor straight. 4 of a kind draw doesn't get there. Boat draw doesn't get there. And Danny loses a big one. Teenage Turtle up to about 15. Second place position. 9-4. Oh, Danny might let that go. I'll be all in next hand. Danny sticks it in. Teenage Turtle will call with the jack 5. Ace 8 for the cat in the big blind. Might bump it up here to 2.5. 2.7 blinds is the size, and the raise gets through pre 9 or a 4 dealer. No, get an ace on the river. Gonna lose Danny here in 4th place. Gets about 7,500 for their efforts. 10 grand locked up. About 9 more grand to collect. 10-3-0 goes for a min raise from the small. Ridiculous poker being played here. Jack 3 gonna have to hit the muck. 10-3-0 min raise from the small gets through pre. Queen 5 for the cat. They get min raise. And this should get through pre for him. That it does. Do 7 folds, and we get some more folds. The cat walks, or gets a walk. 9-10 will rip. Jack 10 will fold. Moving on along. Oh, we get a call by the jack 10. Good stuff. A straight draw though. 6 or a jack, and a jack on the river. Contra is gone. Contra is gone. Just like that. King 2 rips it in. Teenage Turtle's out of there. We are heads up. 10 blinds to 54. 5-4-0 limps it in. 8-7 suited might rip and take it down pretty. Goes for a 4 blind raise, which is interesting. Playing about 10 blinds effective. The raise gets through. Anywho, King 8 will rip into Ace 7 with a quick call. We're looking for kings and 8s. Kings and 8s. We do not get there. Teenage Turtle will hold with the ace high. Win about a 20 blind pot, and we do have a bit of a game here. 5-3 will limp it in. 5-8. Checks it on back. Flops a flush draw on the King Queen 9 flop. 2 undercards for the turtle. Two undercards. Checks back the flop. 9 on the turn. Somehow 8 high is good here. 8 high for the cat is best. Bets 1.5 for value and takes the pot down. King 6 versus Ace 4. Another spot where we could, but oh no. The cat just min raises. We get a jam by the Ace 4 and the jam gets through. Blinds go up. Turtle with 16 will limp it in. Cat with king 5 rips and takes it down pre. Jack 8 for the cat. Queen jack for the turtle. Little animal. Back and forth action here. Animals going to work. Cats versus turtles. 5-2 for the turtle, limping it in. 7-3 for the cat. Animalistic warfare is something I was trying to figure out how to say, but I couldn't. The words wouldn't spring forth from the abyss. Cat doesn't flop much here. 5 high, bets a blind and takes the pot down. Queen queen versus 4-4. Is this a big flip here? Cat will raise. If I'm teenage turtle, I rip it in for about 17. Get a quick call. We're looking for a 4. We find the 4. Oh no. 36 blinds for teenage turtle. Turtle snaps back. Cat gets beat up there. Down to 18 blinds. Teenage turtle limping in. Next jack into 7. We get an ace queen 3 flop. Teenage turtle starting off the heads up battle with about 10 blinds. They went up, of course, but sitting here at 34, first place, very comfy spot, all things considering. Teenage turtle bets a blind on the ace queen 3 flop. Cat with no backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Let's go with king high. Ace queen will open. 10-8 will defend. We'll see 3 cards. 6-4-3. Flop goes check check, king on the turn. Teenage turtle not gonna fire away. Ace queen will bet a blind and take the pot down. Ace king versus jack 7. We get an open and a call, and we're off to the flop. Queen 9-5. 2 hearts out there for the turtle. Not much doing for the cat. Backdoor straight draw, sees a 3 blind bet, and they'll get the hell out of there. 6-2. Cat will fold, and we're getting a walk. Lucky turtle. Turtle with 8-5 limps it in. Queen 4 for the cat in the big blind. King queen 7 flop. Turtle with a backdoor flush draw. King high board. We'll see if they take a stab here. Cat with middle pair. Teenage turtle bets a blind. He just go for a stab. The pair of queens calls. 5 on the turn. Gives teenage turtle some showdown value. They might elect to check it down now. This is heads up poker, so the game is built differently. Pair of 5s does check. 9 on the river. Jack 10 gets there. 8-6 gets there. Cat bets 3 blinds. If turtle turns her hand into a bluff, that would be interesting, but they do just let this go. 10-5 versus 10-9. We get a limp pot. King queen 2 flop. Cat bets a blind. Turtle with backdoor equity. Immediate straight draw to the jack. Just finds the fold. Just finds the fold. Gets bullied there by the cat. 9-4 for cat. They limp it in. Turtle will raise to 3.5. And take it down pre with a 10-5-0. Nicely done. E7 versus king jack. Do we get this one in pre-flop? All in. Quick call. Looking for kings and jacks dealer. There's a king on the turn. Any ace? No siree. Cat gets there. Wins a 40 blind pot. Turtle with 15 now. Ace 10 suited. We'll open it up. 6-5 in the big blind. We'll call and see 3 cards. We'll go from there, dealer. Very good flop for Teenage Turtle. 8-7-5. Pair, open ender, backdoor flush draw. 4 on the turn completes the straight. Teenage Turtle will lead out small, I suppose. 1.4. And Ace-10 quickly folds. Blinds go up. 9-5 for Turtle. Limps it in. 7-4 for Cat. 10-9-6 flop. Whoa, straight flush draw to the 8 of spades for the Cat here. Flop goes check, check, 9 on the turn. I don't see how we get all the chips in the middle here. So the 3-bet on the turn. No, we get a call. Jack on the river. Hopefully Cat doesn't rip it in here. No, they give it up. 7 high will show it down. Three of a kind bets 4 blinds and takes the pot down. 6-9 versus 5-7. Yeah, it'll raise and maybe a call. Maybe a call. That we do. Ace King King flop goes check bet fold and we're moving along. Cat will bet a blind, take it on down. Nine 9 versus 8-3-0. 9s get a walk. Ace 3, 14, 15 blinds. We'll just rip it in and take it down. Queen 4 for the Turtle. Will min raise. 4-2 and the big will fold. Jack 5 for the Cat. Limps it on in. 7-4 for the Turtle. 8-6-4 flop. Interesting little board here. Straight draw to the 7. Suspicious Cat will bet 1.5. Turtle with a pair and a straight draw to the 5. 7-4 call, so we get an 8 on the turn. So a Jack or a 7. A 6 would also do. Cat bets another 1.5. Ace of clubs on the river, so the flush completes. River goes check, check, and a pair of 4s is good for 8 blinds. 4-3 versus 7-3. Get a limp and a fold. Just a fold. No, Cat checks it back. Ace 8-2 flop. Straight draw versus backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw. Teenage Turtle in position likes this situation a lot more. Bets 1.1 half pot. Cat might check raises, which would be interesting. They do find it. 2.5 blinds to go. 1.5 to call. Turtle with 4 high finds it. King of diamonds on the turn. 7.4 in the middle. 4 high versus 7 high. You'll love to see it. Cat bets about 3 blinds. Turtle probably finding the fold now. Diamonds complete. Bunch of overcards. And yeah, 4 high. King Queen versus Jack 10 suited. Do we get this in pre somehow? Get a limp and a jam and a call. We'll see. 5 cards dealer. 10 on the flop. Teenage Turtle running hot. Finds 3 of a kind. 30 blinds. Slide their way. Ooh, Ace Jack versus 8s. This will get in pre. A big flip for Cat's life. Or do they just win a big pot here? 32 blinds in the middle. Ace or 8 on the flop. Ace on the turn does not matter. Full house for Teenage Turtle. Gonna get the job done. That is the show. They scoop up the 18 grand. We'll see where they started this bad boy off at. This is the Teenage Turtle with 24. So tied pretty well for second place. And then the Cat there found a way to scoop a bunch of pots, win a bunch of chips. Got about 13.5 grand. That's a good showing from the Cat. But anyways, that is the end of the show. So if you made it all the way through, thanks for checking this bullshit out. If you got any comments or suggestions on improving the show, fire them down below in the comments. And we'll see you in another show. Until then, adios amigos.